Hello and welcome to another edition of Cracking the Cryptic. And today I think sees the us releasing the Patreon reward video for September in our Tour de France puzzles that we put up at the beginning of September. They were quite popular, especially when we got the second one finally fixed. Now, today I have a puzzle from a 15-year-old in the States called Preston Phillips. I keep being tempted to call him Philip Preston. I hope I've got that right. It's Preston Phillips. And he has sent a puzzle he calls Architect Killer Sudoku. Now, the shapes of the numbers that I'm going to try and put with this puzzle, so you should be able to see them now, are vital. Because the rules are that the grid, as well as normal Sudoku rules, the grid, apart from the grey cells, so all the white cells in the grid, must be completely populated by these shapes. They have to be filled into the grid, although there could be more than one of some of them or none of others. So some combination of multiple versions of these shapes must fill this whole grid, and wherever you see a number in a circle, that number is the appropriate number for that shape. You can see, I hope, that the shapes are shaped like the digits 1 to 9. And finally, and presumably importantly, the shapes themselves contain digits that sum to a multiple of their number, which is an extraordinary construction. And I'm astonished to see how many circles there are in the grid. I normally say at this point of a puzzle that I can't believe there is a grid fill like this, and that's true to an extent. What I'm normally saying is I can't believe that what we've been given is enough information, and this is one of the few cases where it almost looks like we've been given too much information, but I suspect that won't be the case at all. Anyway, do have a go. I'm going to basically try and do it by colouring the shapes with different colours. That's why I've gone for circles rather than the yellow squares, which were on Preston's original submission. And hopefully by colouring the shapes, we can work out how to do the Sudoku on the colours as well. We'll see. So do have a go on the link below the video. I'm going to give it a try now. So let's get cracking. We've got 3 given numbers in circles. And for the 3 to be in a corner on a 3 shape, well, I guess at least those have to be green. I'm sorry, I've just chosen green. I'm sorry if your synesthesia connects 3 with something else, but that was random. So it either goes up like that or along like that, in which case it would have a 3 there, which is quite possible. I can't see which of those is better. What about the 2? It's not very helpful. I mean, the 2 is an enormous shape which covers 5 rows and 3 columns, or of course it can be rotated or reflected, so I don't think it can be rotated here because of the grey bar, but it can be reflected, and this could be anywhere on it. I mean, it could be something like that, or this could be on a top bar or a bottom bar. I don't know. I see how Preston's distinguished the 2 from the 5 with a little extra tail on the 2. What about the 5 then? Oh yeah, okay. Look, these, yes, this is quite an interesting pattern of 3 circles in a row, because they're all going to have to be different. So these are all parts of different shapes. So the 5, yeah, it can't be laterally positioned, like it can't do something like that, or even avoiding the grey, something like that or that, because it'll hit another circle in the same row. So it's got to be vertical. Does the 5 have to be part of a bar of 2 above bars of 2 like that? It certainly can't be there because of the circles. That's possible, and this would be a 5. but it might not be on the bars, it might be on the descender of the shape. Is that, that is possible, and indeed reasonably convenient in terms of tessellating with the grey shape. But I suppose this is possible as well. Very hard to know which of those. Sorry about the doorbell. Now, how are we going to make a decision? And I mean, it doesn't have to be those, it could be that. Does this always have to be part of it? No, not if it's like that. Maybe we should just do some regular Sudoku. There might be some we can do. Look, 6 has to be in one of those cells. 9 in one of those. 9 in one of those two. Ooh, could this be a 9? I don't... Given that 3 is either going to take that cell or that cell, no, I don't think this can be a 9. Because even if the 3 was like that, the 9... Sorry, so 3 would be like that, green and yellow combined. That can't be part of the 9 now. And the alternative is 3 like that, and that can't be part of the 9. So that is not a 9. We can fill 9 in there, and on the 3 shape. In fact, that's quite interesting. This has to be something that fits into the 3. I suppose that there's quite a few possibilities. Right, 9's up here. And they're too vague, unfortunately. 2. 2 and 2 and 2. We can place 2 in a circle. That's interesting. Now again, can this be lateral? No, it can't go across because it would need to come into this column. Oh, hang on, there is one way. If it did that, but that is not possible. Oh no, I don't know if 2 would have to be in a circle. I just think this is a bit unlikely anyway. Why do I think that? You then have to have... this could be a 7 or a 1. Couldn't actually be a 1 because of where the circle is. But this would have to be a 7 down here. I can't rule this out, but I didn't think it was very likely. I thought it was much more likely the 2 was going to connect to this 2, because if it's on the bottom row, I think it has to. And it would have to be... Actually, there are possibilities. That's 1. Oh no, that would isolate a single cell there. That's very plausible. This could be part of the 3. That isolates too little down here. In fact, that's the wrong shape. It would be like that, which would isolate a cell there. That's no good. No, that's the wrong shape again. What am I thinking? Oh, that. No, that hits that circle. That's not good. Ooh, that's possible. I hadn't seen that. With a 7 tucked in here. Wow. So is there any way of ruling... Oh no, I've done the wrong shape there, so that is good, okay. Oh yeah, it would have to be like that, that's right. With 7 here. That could be a 7. What would go up here beside the 3? This would have to be a 1 in that shape, and that can't be a 1. Okay, that is not possible. So the 2 does go up to row 5. It can't do that, surely. even with, well, maybe it could, no, that would break the shape up here. So, sorry, that wouldn't be how it would be. It would be, yeah, it can't go through that cell, it's stupid. Right, so it's going to pick up this 2 shape. So I think we can colour in as a 2 all of those. Let's call it purple. Now it either goes there, 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 that's one possibility, or same 2 yellow cells there and that, but could it go that way? It can't, yeah, it could do that. In fact, that looks quite good. Okay, so I don't know exactly what to do with the rest of that, but I was going to look at this 5, wasn't I? That, I think we decided, comes down the grid. So, yeah, so whatever it does, however it gets there. Oh no, I just don't know what cells beneath it are in the 5. It's very hard to be rigorous about this. I think you could do this quite easily, probably, by likely guesswork, but it's not what we aspire to do. I don't think we can use the rule about the sums of the shapes yet. That's just too far away at this point. Right, this one could be 1 or 4. Nothing else would fit there. Just going back to a bit of Sudoku to see if it helps. 6, 5, 3. No, I think we might have to work on this shape. So can I rule out this one? That might be better. It can't have a 2 part there. So that is the way that it would be. Then we'd have a 7 here. That would be a 7, which would put a 7 into this cell. Which would mean this 7 would have to look like that. And that would, the 3 would then shut off a region. Oh no, the alternative is with a 3 there and then 7 here. Oh, 7 looking like that. Ah, but then this region would catch 2 cells. It would have to catch those 2. So that's not possible. Have I missed anything? That with a 7 looking like that. Yeah, that couldn't have the 2 circles in. Okay. So that is not possible for that to be a 7, which it would have to be if those 2 cells were filled. So I think I've established that those 2 cells are filled, and this 2 either completes in one of those 2 yellow cells, and I don't know which one. But these must all be part of a shape, all of those. Let's use green again, it's hidden away there. But I don't know if it's a 7 or a 1, and that depends whether it includes that cell. Oh yes, I do. There's a 1 in the box. Okay, lovely. That's a 7. So this must be part of the purple 2. So the 2 is done. The 7 is done. Now what's this in? Does this have to be in a 1? Well, it could be a 9 by shape. But then I think the 9 would probably be highlighted. I don't think that's an absolute rule. This would work quite well with a 3. You'd then have a 7 or a 1 here. Is that possible? What did the rules say? No, it just says that circled cells indicate the region they're in. It doesn't say that an uncircled cell couldn't. Ooh, that's tricky. Right, let's 2 and 2. Oh, that gives me a 2 in one of these. That's just ordinary Sudoku. 9 somewhere up here. I don't think I can rule it out of that cell particularly. 4, 3, 2, 9, 1. Oh, 5 now is in one of these. 7. must be somewhere there in column 8 and somewhere there in column 7. 7's a very useful shape, so it can easily be in a circle. 5, 4 and 3 have to be locked into here. 7, 2, 9, 8, 1, 3, 4. So this is 5 or 6, which is not very helpful. Oh, 7 there and 7 here. So 7 is limited to those two. And those. I was very amused by the comment yesterday after I kept shouting out 7 when somebody referred to an episode of Friends with Monica doing the same thing. That certainly wasn't the intent. Now, 1, 8 or 4 there. Crumbs. I mean, it's all about the shapes, but how can you be sure? That 9, maybe that can be ruled out. It seems unlikely because the 9's not circled. What would we have down here? Well, we couldn't have the 3 coming this way, so 3 would have to go that way. This is quite tricky. The 9 doesn't work, the 3 doesn't work, the 7 would leave the wrong shape. 1, this could be a 6, no, because it would have 2 circles. Ah, I think we're onto something. That just doesn't work. There's no way with these shapes you can fit them in here without breaking something. So that is not a 9. So this has to be part of a 1. Could be, hang on, I've just spotted a 3 or a 5 up here, or 2. Ah, it couldn't be, it could be a 5 because that would stop there. It could be a 2 because that could be a 2. No, 5 and 2 would cut that off. Okay, that's good. 3, again we've got this same issue that the 3 is not highlighted, but I don't think that's ruled out. Oh, but we'd have the same problem with the shape down here, exactly the same. Right, that's fine. So this is either a 7, can't go up there because it's exactly the same problem with the shape, or a 1, but it certainly takes in this cell. Let us use red here. Might as well use green again, actually. It's nice and distinctive. Now, it's probably part of a 1 or 7. Does it have to come down here? If it just went up there in that 1 shape, what could we fit in here? The 3 again would have to be vertical. Oh, now, yes, would these two have to be part of the same shape for this to work? Yes, unless we had a 7 here, and then how could these work? I don't think they could. I don't think so. Back-to-back 7s, no, there is no shape that's going to go there. Right, so that's not possible. So this is part of the green shape, which therefore must come down another 1. It's either a 7 or 1. But I don't know whether this cell is green for a 1, blue, purple for a 2. Oh no, we do know it can't be purple for a 2, but it could be part of something above. So this is 1 or 7 down here. Both work at the moment. In fact, 1 must be in this bottom row somewhere, and therefore up here. Ah, this is an interesting puzzle, isn't it? 7 there. I don't think I can work on the multiple business yet. That's just too off the wall at the moment for this. All right, now the 3 looks like it must do that. If the 3 does that, ooh, that's getting a tricky bit of shape to fill. Although we could now have a 6. 6 here, and then it would have to be a 1 here, and that's not possible because of the 1 there clashing with the circle there. Right. So that doesn't work. So we can ink the 3 in, finally. And I've chosen a stupid colour because now I have clashed with it. So we'll go blue there, right. So that 1 or 7 is blue. The 3 is green. Now what slots in here? These two have to be parts of different shapes. So 1 would be very possible there. I don't know. I don't know what slots in there. Oh, hang on. This circle can't be 9, 2, 3 or 1. 4. Oh, 4 would be very nice. Can't go up there because there's a circle. 4 like that. It's possible. 5 doesn't work. 6 would. Yeah, there's a couple of ways that could work. 9 wouldn't. So part of a 1, 4 or 9. Oh, is that all? Oh no, or 6. So this is but we've got 1 and 9 in the row. So this is a 4 or 6. 7? Oh, it could be with a 6 in here. Ah. Okay, 4, 6 or 7, I don't know which. This 1 again. What can this be? 3, 8, 7, 9, 4. It can't be. It's 1, 2, 5 or 6. So 1 is very possible to use that. 2, well, it certainly wouldn't use this cell. So 1 is possible. 5, no, can't come down to here. 6, yes, that could be a 6. 1 or 6 then there? Just because of the difficulty of this getting... Oh no, remember that 4 shape is possible. Oh, frustrating. Wow. How do we break out of this deadlock? 7 was in one of those. 7's there. 6, 6. 6 is in one of these 3. Oh, that's a 3, isn't it? Because it's in the 3 shape. Good Lord, pay attention. That gives us a 3 there. That gives us a 3 here. And that resolves both the 2 and the 6 into the circle. Well, that's the trouble is 6 is such an easy shape to use. It could be anywhere from there, but still. 3, 3. Can I place the last 3? Yes, actually I can. It's not the last 3, but I can place it because there's a 3 in one of those. This must be 3. And the actual last 3s are there and there. One in each. What about this 5? I mean, that is possible. Then you'd have a 1 there. Getting used to these shapes now, I have to say. That's possible. A 1 there. I think this would have to be part of a 6. This would have to be part of a 6. That could all work. I had thought it was likely to be there. Oh, and this is the one I haven't ruled out. Maybe we can do something about that now. This is a very difficult shape to fill. 6 or 8. Don't think it can be 6 because then you just won't get this one done. That has ruled out the 4 here. You'd have to have a 6 underneath. Oh, does that mean it's a 6 underneath whatever? Even if this is 5, 5, 5? No. In fact, that is making this extremely difficult to populate. However those 5s would be connected, I think they can be ruled out. Yeah, the only shape that would fit is the 4 that would clash with that cell. So that 5 can be ruled out. So I think we are down now to 5s beginning up here. That is on the descender. It's either like that or the other way around like that. I think I have concluded that. I'm going to colour these red for a 5. Let's do that. But I don't know whether the other cells are there or there. That works with a 1. That would need to be a 1. I think it can be. Oh, this would need to be another 5, and that's fine as well. This way round. Oh, well, this way round, these two would have to be in the same shape. That's nonsense, because that shape would have to get out into that, and they can't be the two same circles. Right, so that's resolved it. So the 5 is this way round. This is a 1. It has to be coming all the way down to there. Let us make it yellow. And I can fill in a 1 and a 5. And now I've got some numbers to do Sudoku with, presumably. 4 and 2 are a pair here. I can fill in 3, which can't be there anymore. It must be here. 3 and 8. This 5 has to be a multiple of 5. Now that could be quite interesting. It's already got 10, 16, 22. So this lot would have to add up to a number ending in 3 or 8. Oh, there's a bit too much scope for that within 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. That's just too many numbers to work on that. So what shape have I got here? This one. This is difficult now. That 4 is out of the question, as it has been for a while. 7 doesn't work anymore, so it has to be a 6, and therefore it has to go like this. Let's make that purple. That's fine. And this, therefore, has to be a 6 as well. Now we can fill in 2 6s in circles. I don't think this is broken, because I think this is definitely right. Now, maybe we can use... Maybe we don't need to. Look at this shape up here with the white cells. That's surely got to be a 1 again. Yeah, has to be. So we can fill that in. I'll do yellow again, because I did yellow for a previous 1. Sorry I couldn't do the 2 6s in the same shape, same colour. Now, we've got a bit going on up here. Remember, this can be part of the 1, which isn't yellow. Let's make it yellow. And I get a 1 to put in the grid, of course. Does that help? There is probably some Sudoku that I'm missing here. That is absolutely likely at this point, because so much has been going on. Yes, a 1 and 9 here. It's 8 and 7 here. 6 and 5 down here. 4 and 8 here. Can't disambiguate them yet. 5 and 7 here. That makes this one a 1. And now we know whether it's a 1 shape or not, and it is. So in goes the yellow cell. So now we have this area, fairly rectangular area to populate. Oh, and we've got a 6 in it, and a 7 or 8. 7 there. No, that doesn't work. 8 there. 6 would have to be like that, and then you'd have a 9 left. Ooh, that's likely. 7 going that way. No, nothing fits in there. 7 down there, nonsense. 7 down there, nonsense. I think it has to be that 8. And can we put 8s in those cells? Yes. In fact, they would be very welcome. 6 there, yes. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that is proven. So 8 there. And let's put the 8s in. We've filled all the circles now. 6 here has to point down into that cell. Let's go with yellow again because we can. And we'll call this one blue because I haven't used blue actually. That's the 9. Right, 8 there gives us a 7 here. 2, 7, 3, 5, 6. Right, come on. 5, 3, 2, 7, 1, 9, 6, 3, 2, 4, 2, 9 in one of those. Right, 1 in the central box has to be here. And therefore here. because of the 1-9 pair up there. 4, 2, 1, 9, 5 and 7. Don't know. 5, 7. So this is a 4, 6 pair down here, and we know which way round they are because of the central 4. This is now 8. This is 5. That's sorted out the 5, 6 pair. 7 to finish the bottom row. 1, 4, 5 up here. So that's a 1 or 4 as well. 5 must be there. Okay. 2, 4, 7, 6, 1, 9. 8 naked single here. 5 and 3 to finish the row. 8, 5, 9, 2, 1, 3. This is a 7. That's all it can be. 4 and 6 go in there. 8 and 4 down here. Oh man, what a puzzle. Absolutely fascinating. I love the shapes. I mean, just really entertaining. Whatever you might think about the kind of graphic design of the shape. Sorry, I've twice hit the Control 9 key and gone into a different tab for some reason. Not editing to gain an advantage, I promise. Right, 2, 7 and 9. 7 or 9 here. So 4 in this column has to be here. 6, 3, 4, 8, 5. 1 or 4 there. 6, 6, 7, 7. Oh, 7 is fixed now. 7 is there. That makes this one a 9. 2 and 7 up there in a deadly pattern. I'll think about that in a moment. Now 5 and 9 here, yes, they are resolved. That fixes the 7, 5. This all looks okay. This is 1 or 9 again. This is a 2 to finish the row. That fixes the 4, 2 cage. 4, 2 pair and the 1, 4 pair, and that fixes 1, and that makes 9 there and 1 there and 9 here and an 8, 4 pair there. And here's the deadly pattern. Oh, the rule about, I haven't actually once used, finally, the rule about the factors in the cages. So, well, the 1 cage is obviously no use to me, so it's got to be decided. The grey cage is not a cage and doesn't count. It's got to be decided by this 8 cage. 8 plus 4 is 12 times 2, 24 plus 9, 33. 2 won't do it, that'll get to 35. 7 gets us to 40, which beautifully fixes that pair of pairs. Actually, I should just check the addition. Obviously, anything divided by 1 is fine. 9, 10, 18, 26, 31, 34, 40 divided by 2, yes. Divided by 6 is a harder chore. 18, that's fine. 10, 18, 25, 30, yes. 12, 22, 25, 27, 34, 42 divides by 3, that's a 1. This just has to be even. 7, 12, 14, 17, 18, 24, 29, 31, 40. Yup. 16, 20, 28 divided by 7. Oh, this one divides by 9. That's the hardest task. 10, 20, 36, of course. We've done the 8 cage, and this one up here, 10, 16, 21, 24. Absolutely fantastic. That divides by 6. They all work. I'm sure this check function is going to be all right this time. Look at that. What a puzzle. Love it, Preston. Thank you so much. I mean, the fact that he has created this puzzle and those shapes all do this, and there are so many circles, it's testament to the idea that for his first puzzle, he's worked a lot harder than the solvers had to, as is normally the case, but you can really see it here. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Preston, for that puzzle. That was enjoyable, and I hope you did have a go at it. If I had been solving this not being watched for the logic, I think I'd have made assumptions a bit earlier on, but I might easily have made the wrong one about those 5. The 2s I was okay on, and the 3, but easy to go wrong and hard to fix if you do. Thanks very much for watching. I do hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.